I don't cheat though, but most when they cheat,
you never got no on the side.
I have before, but I'm saying like as the man I am today, it don't be worth it.
21 Savage is in full-blown meltdown mode. After his wife Kiana allegedly confronted Latto, fans say the whole situation turned wild. Word on the streets is she didn't just check Latto, she tried to end her allegedly, and now Savage is completely unraveling behind the scenes. Insiders claim he raged so hard it nearly tore his household apart, and the fallout is spiraling in real time. But it gets even nastier. Just days ago, 21 Savage and Latto were spotted on a vacation together, practically confirming what fans have been whispering for years, that he's been sneaking around behind his wife's back with Latto. The photos alone had social media exploding. But now with Kiana allegedly stepping into the drama, the fire is burning hotter than ever. This is dangerous territory. Savage's world is splitting apart, and people are being forced to pick sides in the loudest way possible. The drama is getting insanely messy, and all eyes are on 21 and Kiana. Word is spreading quick. Kiana is not the one to test. It's always the quiet ones you've got to watch, because she doesn't play when it comes to her man and her marriage. But here's the shocker. 21 doesn't seem to have the same loyalty because he just got caught red-handed with Latto once again. The streets have been buzzing for ages about these two having a little something going on, but until now, it was just whispers. This time, the proof is out in the open, and fans can't stop talking about it. It's not just rumors anymore. Latto and 21 weren't just linked up. They were bold enough to go on vacation together, moving like straight-up honeymooners. A fan even snapped photos of them cozying up, and once those shots hit the internet, there was no denying it anymore. They're together, plain and simple. But word on the street says Kiana did not take this lightly. Insiders claim she and her crew allegedly tried to run up on Latto just days after those pictures went viral. Reports say Latto walked away with bruises and injuries, but nobody's sure how bad it really got. And honestly, from what's being said, she's lucky it didn't end worse, because the tension was on a whole other level. Kiana was allegedly ready to take Latto out of the picture for good. People say Latto had been playing in her face for way too long, and Kiana was fed up, so she supposedly decided to handle it herself. But here's the wild part. 21 wasn't nearly as apologetic as anyone expected. Instead of showing remorse, he acted like he didn't even care about getting caught. Insiders claim he and Kiana had a massive blowout that nearly turned violent. Reports say he exploded on her for confronting Latto, even threatening to divorce Kiana unless she knew her place and fell in line. The irony is heavy. He's the one out here allegedly cheating, yet he's flipping the blame back on her like she's the problem. Honestly, this part isn't shocking at all, because the rumors have been loud for years. People say 21 only tied the knot with Kiana so he could legally stay in the US and secure that green card. Don't forget, he was even arrested by ICE and detained over visa problems. And then, out of nowhere, he marries Kiana and starts a family, raising even more eyebrows about his real intentions. The streets have been whispering that 21 only had kids with Kiana to make the marriage look real. Everyone knows fake marriages for visa purposes can land you in serious trouble, and without it, deportation would have been on the table. So the talk is, he locked it down with Kiana for paperwork reasons. But here's where it gets messy. Right after marrying her, and before that green card even came through, rumors about him and Latto started heating up.
I don't do all the antics and shit. I don't got a celebrity girlfriend. I'm not finna be out everywhere. I'm not dropping music every other week. I'm not going on live talking about it.
Fans swore they saw the signs years back when both 21 and Latto posted vacation pics that looked way too similar, like they were snapped in the same spot at the same time. Social media detectives have been piecing it together ever since, and the timeline is looking real suspicious. It was the same Puerto Rican getaway, and even though they tried to keep it low-key, people online connected the dots instantly. From the matching scenery to the identical lighting and those tiny background details, fans spotted everything, and it was impossible to ignore. Once the internet detectives locked in, The whispers exploded into non-stop speculation about whether 21 and Latto were more than just friends. And truth be told, that chatter has never really died down. It's only gotten louder. And that wasn't the last time they slipped up either. 21 Savage exposed himself with a messy post and delete on Instagram stories. He dropped a picture of Latto and wrote, "No makeup. Dang, you fine. It's only one way I can come about you, twin." By that point, fans didn't need any more proof. The writing was on the wall, and it was clear to everyone this went way deeper than just friendship. But it wasn't only fans piecing things together. People inside the industry had already clocked the situation. Rapper Dream Doll basically blew the lid off with her track tryouts, spitting a line that made everybody stop and replay. And Mulatto? Yeah, that's my little honey bun. Ask her how many times she came. That bar had the whole scene buzzing, and the whispers about 21 and Latto hit a whole new level. She said, 21, 21. And now, looking at how he allegedly blew up on Kiana for stepping to Latto, you'd think he would have been keeping that same energy back then, right? But nope. At the time, he still didn't have his green card and needed Kiana to hold him down. And it's not like he could have just divorced her and married Latto instead. That would have put the immigration talk on full blast and risked him getting deported. So what did he do? He went the opposite route, denying any affair with Latto and even acting offended by the rumors. And he didn't just brush it off once either. Anytime the topic popped back up, he shut it down hard, making sure everyone knew his official story. He was determined to protect that image, no matter how messy things looked behind the scenes. Remember that time on Clubhouse, when 21 flat out denied having anything to do with Latto?
Start getting calls from your team saying that you allegedly wanted to pay me to take it off of Hollywood Unlocked. And I wasn't going to remove it, but I asked my team to check to see if anybody else had posted. And although I think we posted it first, everybody started posting it. And then it became a thing where I think then she got, from what I understand, was unhappy with us not taking it down because no calls had been returned. I reached out to her team.
He didn't half-step it either. He came in strong, making it crystal clear he thought the whole rumor was ridiculous and not even worth entertaining. And it wasn't just a one-off. He carried that same attitude everywhere, in interviews and all over social media, doubling down anytime people tried to bring it up again. The longer the whispers stuck around, the louder he pushed back, clearly desperate to shut the story down before it could grow legs. And then came another interview, where he doubled down again, this time confirming he's married but playing coy, saying, "I can't really tell you all that." That line only fueled the mystery, making fans question what he was really hiding behind that tough front. 21 tried to play it cool, saying, "You can't let them know everything. I'm happily in love. I'm married. I'm happy." But that only made Latto snap. She unfollowed him on Instagram instantly. For a moment, fans thought she was finally done with him for good. But nah, it didn't stop there, because Latto showed she was bold with it. Even after 21 publicly denied being tied to her, she went and got his full government name tattooed on her ear. Shea, clear as day. At that point, it was undeniable, because how many people walk around with that exact name? The internet exploded, and everybody knew exactly who she was marking herself for. Still, Latto wasn't ready for the storm that came with it. Sources claim she hated all the attention the tattoo brought and even got her team involved, reaching out to Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. Word is, she allegedly even offered him money to take the photo down. The drama was loud, and it proved Latto wasn't just in deep, she was in over her head. That was extreme, no doubt. Latto clearly didn't expect her bold move to blow up the way it did, and it showed. She looked ready to do whatever it took to make it disappear. The desperation was obvious, and fans clocked right away just how far she was willing to go to cover up the chaos. But instead of dying down, it only made everything messier, piling on more drama and keeping the spotlight burning even brighter. And right then is when Kiana finally put her foot down, making it loud and clear. 21 was her man. That moment sparked the messy, all-out showdown between Kiana and Latto, and things have been spiraling ever since. And now you're gonna see exactly why Kiana allegedly ran up on Latto, because she felt Latto was getting way too bold and downright disrespectful. But before all this chaos even started, let's rewind to how people first discovered that Kiana was actually married to 21 Savage. because the way it came out was wild. It all kicked off when Kiana casually posted a simple dinner pic with an anonymous man. Nothing crazy at first glance, but the internet never misses a beat. Fans zoomed in on every tiny detail, and one clue stood out: a phone case sitting on the table. At first, it seemed random, but soon people started connecting the dots. That exact same phone case had already been spotted with 21 Savage before. Fans did the math, and just like that, Kiana was exposed as 21's mystery wife. Fans started speculating that Kiana might have purposely let pieces of her marriage slip, almost like she wanted folks to know she wasn't some random ex or quick fling. She was the wife, the real deal, the one with the ring. And honestly, that theory makes way more sense than the idea that fans figured it all out just from spotting a phone case. One of the biggest giveaways? Kiana openly wishing 21's mom a happy birthday. It wasn't some flashy post, just a small but heartfelt message that spoke volumes. She wrote, "Happy birthday to the best mother-in-law a girl could ask for. I love you." That was basically her staking her claim in plain sight. You'd think Latto would have caught the hint and backed off, right? But nope, that's when things only got bolder and way more disrespectful. Well, not exactly. Instead of backing off, Latto turned things all the way up and got straight disrespectful. She went as far as dissing Kiana in a track, mocking her for staying with 21, even though everybody knew he was out here cheating. That was the line that pushed things over the edge. True to her quiet but deadly style, Kiana didn't make some big public statement. Instead, she dropped a subtle but powerful clue that had everyone talking. Her Instagram bio originally read, Kiana Joseph, mother of two. But then she changed it to just mother of two. Fans instantly clocked the switch, taking it as a signal she was ready to walk away from 21 for good after Latto's disrespect. But here's the twist. According to reports, Kiana staying wasn't about forgiveness. If she left, it would have been really bad for 21, and she knew it. At that time, 21 still didn't have his green card, and if Kiana had really left, it could have created a whole storm with ice. So instead, she stayed and called off the divorce, holding everything together when his situation was on the line. You'd think that would have made him tighten up and finally get his act right, right? Wrong. Instead of shaping up, 21 took it even further, cheating not just on Kiana, but on Latto too, with an exotic dancer. And this wasn't just some casual link-up. Insiders claim it was a private dancer situation. You know exactly what that means. The drama went nuclear when Latto allegedly got so furious that she had the dancer jumped, and word is, the incident even led to the dancer suffering a miscarriage. Wild. And the craziest part? Latto was devastated over 21 stepping out on her, while she was still just the side piece herself. The hypocrisy had everyone scratching their heads. Latto even ended up bragging about it during a random argument with someone on TikTok over a totally unrelated issue. She clapped back with, "Who you describing? 'Cause it's not me. Get off them T-pages. You losing your marbles." Last I spoke of, my man on TikTok got whooped outside the club in the A. You read that too? The woman fired right back saying, "I'm losing my marbles? While you are threatening someone on TikTok over a lash is a choice. Hope you heal." And in that roundabout way, Latto basically admitted to having that dancer jumped, all because of 21. Once again, she went completely over the top for a man who still wouldn't even publicly acknowledge her or their so-called relationship. Fans couldn't believe she was risking her image and her reputation for someone who kept her in the shadows. Which brings us to Kiana giving Latto a taste of her own medicine, allegedly running up on her for messing with 21. If anything, it felt like straight-up karma. But somehow Latto flipped the script, crying to 21 about it like she was the victim. The audacity is wild. Like, are you the side piece, or are you the side piece? And here's the kicker. If you're wondering why 21 finally felt bold enough to rage at Kiana, it's because he doesn't need her the same way anymore. Word is, he finally secured that green card a while back. And now, with that leverage gone, he's moving reckless without worrying about what Kiana thinks. It really makes you wonder, Will 21 finally divorce Kiana and go public with Latto, or will Latto stay stuck on the sidelines forever? This whole situation is explosive, and 21 Savage is trapped between a wife who allegedly went deadly on Latto and a side piece who refuses to back down. The chaos isn't slowing down anytime soon. Social media is lit up, fans are picking sides, and new receipts keep dropping faster than ever. One thing's for sure, this isn't just some messy celebrity spat. It's a full-blown scandal that could shake 21 Savage's entire world to its core. And trust me, whatever happens next, the fallout is going to be absolutely wild. So make sure you hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more messy breakdowns, because this story is far from over.